Welcome back to Who Died Today US, the channel where we remember and honor the lives of those we've lost. From Hollywood stars to music legends and historic figures, we pay tribute to the legacies they left behind. If you want to keep their memories alive with us, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss a story.
Sae-ron, who passed away at the age of 24, was a gifted South Korean actress whose talent and presence left a lasting impact on the film and television industry. Born on July 31, 2000 in Seoul, Kim began her career at an early age, quickly establishing herself as one of the most promising young stars in Korean cinema. She made her big-screen debut in A Brand New Life, 2009, a role that showcased her remarkable ability to convey deep emotion even as a child actress. However, it was her performance in The Man from Nowhere, 2010, opposite Won Bin, that truly propelled her into the spotlight. Her portrayal of a young girl caught in a world of crime and violence was both heartbreaking and compelling, earning her widespread acclaim. As she grew older, Kim continued to take on diverse and challenging roles. Her performances in The Neighbor, 2012, and A Girl at My Door, 2014, further cemented her reputation as an actress with extraordinary depth. A Girl at My Door earned her the Best New Actress award at the prestigious Blue Dragon Film Awards, a recognition of her ability to bring powerful and thought-provoking characters to life. She also took on television roles in dramas such as Listen to My Heart, The Queen's Classroom, and Love Playlist, proving her versatility across different formats. Despite facing personal challenges later in her career, Sae-ron remained a beloved figure in the entertainment industry, with fans admiring her past work and the emotional resonance she brought to her characters. Her ability to portray innocence, strength, and vulnerability with equal measure made her a standout performer among her peers. Her untimely passing is a tragic loss, leaving behind a body of work that will continue to inspire audiences and aspiring actors alike. As a young woman who dedicated her life to storytelling through film and television, Sae-ron's legacy will be remembered not only for her immense talent, but for the way she touched the hearts of those who watched her on screen. Rest in peace, Sae-ron. Your artistry and spirit will live on in the stories you told. Kevyn Major Howard, who passed away at the age of 69, was a talented actor and esteemed photographer, known for his unforgettable portrayal of Private First Class Rafterman in Stanley Kubrick's Full Metal Jacket. Born on January 27, 1956, in Montreal, Quebec, Canada, Kevyn Major Howard pursued a passion for acting from an early age. He moved to Los Angeles in the late 1970s, determined to make his mark in Hollywood. His early roles included performances in Serial and Death Wish 2, working alongside industry legends like Charles Bronson and Frank Sinatra. His career continued to flourish with roles in Sudden Impact, Roadhouse 66, 1984, and War Party, 1988. However, it was his performance in Full Metal Jacket that solidified his place in cinematic history. Playing the role of Rafterman, a combat photographer caught in the chaos of the Vietnam War, Howard delivered a performance that resonated deeply with audiences. His portrayal captured both the innocence and harsh reality of a soldier navigating war, making him a memorable part of Kubrick's masterpiece. Despite his success on screen, Howard eventually stepped away from acting, with his final role as a paramedic in Livers Ain't Cheap, 1996. He redirected his creative energy toward photography, where he found a new calling. He became known as the King of the Hollywood Headshot, using his skills behind the camera to help countless actors and professionals showcase their best selves. His photography work gained industry-wide respect, making him a sought-after figure in the entertainment world. Kevyn Major Howard's legacy is one of versatility, creativity, and passion. He excelled in both acting and photography, leaving an impact on two very different artistic fields. His ability to tell stories, whether through his compelling performances or his striking photographs, ensured that his influence extended far beyond the screen. Surrounded by his family and friends in his final moments, Howard's passing is a great loss to those who knew and admired him. His contributions to film and photography will continue to be celebrated, and his role in Full Metal Jacket will forever be remembered as a defining performance in war cinema. Rest in peace, Kevyn Major Howard. Your artistry and dedication will live on. Tony Slattery, who passed away at the age of 65, was a gifted actor, comedian, and improvisational genius whose wit and charisma made him one of the most beloved figures in British entertainment. Born in London into a working-class Irish family, Slattery's path to fame was marked by talent, intellect, and perseverance. He studied modern and medieval languages at Trinity Hall, Cambridge, where he found his calling in comedy through the Cambridge Footlights. Alongside future stars like Stephen Fry, Hugh Laurie, and Emma Thompson, he won the prestigious Perrier Award in 1981, setting the stage for a remarkable career in television, film, and theater. Slattery became a household name in the late 1980s as a regular performer on Whose Line Is It Anyway?, where his lightning-fast improvisational skills and larger-than-life personality won him a devoted following. His comedic genius also led to starring roles in sitcoms, panel shows, and sketch comedy, while his serious acting talent shone in films like The Crying Game and Peter's Friends. His deep, resonant voice made him a sought-after presence in television dramas, while his stage work in Me and My Girl and Radio Times proved his versatility as a performer. However, Slattery's life was not without its struggles. Behind the laughter, he battled mental health issues, addiction, and the lasting effects of childhood trauma. His candid discussions about his struggles, particularly in the 2020 documentary What's the Matter with Tony Slattery, helped destigmatize mental illness and inspired others to seek support. His resilience, humor, and honesty made him not just an entertainer, but a figure of immense courage and relatability. In his later years, Slattery continued to perform in theater, improv, and podcasts, embracing his love for storytelling and comedy. He remained deeply connected to his fans, often engaging with them in personal and heartfelt ways. His long-term partner, Mark Hutchinson, was his constant source of love and support throughout his life. Tony Slattery's passing leaves a void in British entertainment, but his legacy of laughter, honesty, and brilliance will live on. His improvisational genius and fearless spirit will forever be remembered by those who cherished his work and his extraordinary life. Rest in peace, Tony Slattery. You made the world laugh, and for that, we will always be grateful. Bob Uecker, who passed away at the age of 90, was a beloved baseball figure, broadcaster, actor, and humorist who brought joy to millions through his sharp wit and undeniable charm. Born and raised in Milwaukee, Uecker's love for baseball shaped his life. Though he often joked about his career as a catcher, he was a solid defensive player who earned a World Series ring with the St. Louis Cardinals in 1964. However, it was after retiring from the game that he truly became a household name. In 1971, he began his legendary 54-season tenure as the radio voice of the Milwaukee Brewers, providing fans with not just play-by-play commentary, but also a sense of humor that made every game more entertaining. His iconic catchphrase, "Get up, get out of here, gone," became synonymous with Brewers' home runs and will forever be part of baseball's soundtrack. Uecker's talents extended far beyond the broadcast booth. He became a regular on The Tonight Show starring Johnny Carson, where his self-deprecating humor earned him the affectionate nickname Mr. Baseball. His comedic timing led to roles in television and film, most notably as the lovable George Owens on Mr. Belvedere and as the unforgettable Harry Doyle in the Major League movie series. His exaggerated, hilarious calls of fictional baseball games in those films remain some of the most quoted lines in sports comedy. A fixture in sports media, Uecker also spent years as a national baseball broadcaster, covering All-Star games, League Championship Series, and World Series matchups. In 2003, he received the prestigious Ford C. Frick Award from the Baseball Hall of Fame for his contributions to broadcasting. He was also honored with a statue outside American Family Field in Milwaukee and inducted into the National Radio Hall of Fame, further cementing his legacy. Beyond baseball, Uecker had a remarkable ability to connect with people. Whether he was hosting sports blooper shows, making wrestling fans laugh at WrestleMania, or appearing in countless commercials, he made every moment memorable. Despite his fame, he remained deeply connected to Milwaukee, his hometown, and to the Brewers organization, mentoring younger broadcasters and always bringing laughter to those around him. Bob Uecker's passing leaves a void in the world of sports and entertainment, but his legacy of laughter, storytelling, and love for the game will never fade. He was more than just a broadcaster. He was the voice of a generation of baseball fans. Rest in peace, Mr. Baseball. Your humor and warmth will never be forgotten. John Ashton, who passed away at the age of 76, was a gifted actor known for his rugged charm, impeccable comedic timing, and ability to bring depth to every role he played. His passing in Fort Collins, Colorado, after a battle with cancer, leaves a void in the world of film and television. Born in Springfield, Massachusetts, Ashton pursued his passion for acting at the University of Southern California School of Theater, laying the foundation for a career that would span 5 decades. He made his mark early on with appearances in television series like Columbo, Dallas, and Police Squad, proving his versatility across genres. However, it was in film where Ashton truly shined. He became a household name in the 1980s, starring as Detective Sergeant John Taggart in the first 2 Beverly Hills Cop films, alongside Eddie Murphy and Judge Reinhold. His portrayal of the straight-laced but tough and likable Taggart made him a fan favorite. That same decade, he showcased his dramatic range in Some Kind of Wonderful, playing a protective and stern but ultimately loving father. Ashton's performance in Midnight Run, 1988, where he played rival bounty hunter Marvin Dorfler opposite Robert De Niro, further solidified his place in Hollywood. His blend of gruffness and humor made him a standout, even alongside one of cinema's greatest actors. Throughout the 1990s and 2000s, he continued to take on memorable roles in films such as Little Big League, Trapped in Paradise, Instinct, and Gone Baby Gone, while also making guest appearances on television. His love for acting never wavered, and he made a long-awaited return to the Beverly Hills Cop franchise in Axel F. 2024, delighting fans who had followed his career since the original films. Beyond the screen, Ashton was a devoted family man, having been married 3 times and raising children and stepchildren with love and dedication. He had a deep passion for his craft, always bringing authenticity and a touch of humor to his roles. John Ashton's legacy is one of talent, warmth, and an enduring presence in some of the most beloved films of the past several decades. He leaves behind a body of work that will continue to entertain audiences for generations. Rest in peace, John. Your performances will always be remembered and cherished. Drake Hogestyn, who passed away at the age of 71, was a beloved actor best known for his iconic role as John Black on Days of Our Lives. His passing at his home in Malibu, California, after a battle with pancreatic cancer, marks the end of a remarkable career that spanned decades and left an enduring impact on the world of daytime television. Born on September 29, 1953, in Fort Wayne, Indiana, Hogestyn had an early passion for sports. A talented baseball player, he earned a scholarship to the University of South Florida, where he pursued a double major in microbiology and applied sciences. His athletic abilities led him to be drafted by both the Saints, Louis Cardinals, and the New York Yankees, and he spent time playing in the Yankees farm system before an injury ended his baseball career in 1977. Hogestyn's unexpected shift to acting came through Columbia Pictures' talent search, where he was one of 30 selected from over 75,000 hopefuls. His early roles included appearances on 7 Brides for 7 Brothers and Otherworld, but it was in 1986 that his life changed forever when he joined Days of Our Lives as the Pawn. His character soon evolved into John Black, and he quickly became a fan favorite, capturing hearts with his charisma, strength, and undeniable chemistry with longtime co-star Deidre Hall. For nearly 4 decades, Hogestyn was a cornerstone of Days of Our Lives, helping to define the show's legacy. His portrayal of John Black and his legendary romance with Marlena Evans made them one of daytime television's most enduring super couples. Even through character rewrites and dramatic plot twists, Haugeston remained a beloved presence, always bringing depth and sincerity to his performances. Despite a brief departure in 2008 due to budget cuts, he and Hall returned to Days in 2011, reigniting the magic that made them icons in the soap opera world. His final episode aired on September 9, 2024, just weeks before his passing, ensuring that his legacy would live on in the hearts of Days fans. Off-screen, Haugeston was a devoted husband to his wife, Victoria, and a loving father to their 4 children. His warmth, humor, and kindness extended beyond the screen, making him not just a cherished actor, but also a treasured friend, colleague, and family man. Drake Haugeston's legacy is one of passion, dedication, and unforgettable storytelling. His presence will be deeply missed, but his contributions to television will be celebrated for generations to come. Rest in peace, Drake. Ken Page, who passed away at the age of 70, was a gifted actor, singer, and Broadway legend whose deep, resonant voice and captivating stage presence left an unforgettable mark on the world of theater and film. He died peacefully in his sleep at his home in St. Louis, the city where his incredible journey began. Born and raised in St. Louis, Missouri, Page discovered his passion for theater at a young age. Encouraged by his teachers and family, he pursued his dream, eventually attending Fonbonne College on a full scholarship. His remarkable talent soon propelled him onto the Broadway stage, where he made his debut in The Wiz and quickly became a sought-after performer. Page's breakout moment came when he originated the role of Ken in Ain't Misbehavin', earning a Drama Desk Award and later reprising his performance in both the television adaptation and the show's Broadway revival. He continued to shine in musical theater, notably playing Nicely Nicely Johnson in Guys and Dolls and originating the role of Old Deuteronomy in Cats, a performance he would reprise in the beloved 1998 filmed version of the musical. Beyond the stage, Page's rich baritone voice brought to life one of Disney's most iconic villains, Oogie Boogie, in The Nightmare Before Christmas. His performance as the mischievous, jazz-infused antagonist made Oogie Boogie a fan favorite, and he continued to voice the character in video games, theme park attractions, and live performances. His film and television credits also included All Dogs Go to Heaven, Dreamgirls, Torch Song Trilogy, and guest appearances on Charmed and Touched by an Angel. Page's contributions to theater extended beyond performing. He directed numerous productions and developed his own cabaret show, Page by Page, which celebrated his life in the arts. A frequent performer at St. Louis's Mooney Outdoor Theater, he brought his talent home year after year, gracing productions of Les Miserables, Jesus Christ Superstar, and Little Shop of Horrors, among many others. Ken Page's legacy is one of joy, music, and dedication to his craft. He was a trailblazer, an inspiration, and a mentor to many in the theater community. His voice, both literal and figurative, will continue to resonate through the characters he brought to life and the performances that defined his extraordinary career. Rest in peace, Ken Page. The curtain may have fallen, but your presence will forever echo in the world of entertainment. Bob Yerkes, who passed away at the age of 92, was a legendary stuntman whose fearless work and dedication to his craft left an unforgettable mark on the film industry. He died from complications of pneumonia at a hospital in Northridge, California. Born on February 11, 1932, in Santa Monica, California, Yerkes developed an early passion for acrobatics and circus performance. At just 15 years old, he joined the circus, where he honed his skills in daring feats and precision stunts. His natural talent and fearless approach soon led him to Hollywood, where he began his career as a stunt performer in 1948. Over the decades, Yerkes built an impressive resume, working on some of the most iconic films in Hollywood history. His remarkable stunt work could be seen in Return of the Jedi, Back to the Future, and Hook, among countless other productions. Whether performing high falls, executing complex wire work, or doubling for major stars, Yerkes brought a level of professionalism and excitement that elevated every film he worked on. Beyond his own performances, Yerkes was deeply committed to training the next generation of stunt professionals. His Northridge home became a legendary training ground, equipped with state-of-the-art stunt rigging and open to select performers on an invitation-only basis. Many of today's top stunt performers and coordinators credit Yerkes as a mentor who pushed them to refine their craft while emphasizing safety and precision. A man of faith, Yerkes was a devoted Christian throughout his life. In 1953, he married fellow circus performer Dorothy Morales, with whom he had a son. Though their marriage ended in the 1970s, his love for family and his passion for his work remained constants throughout his life. Yerkes continued to contribute to the industry well into his later years, with his final stunt credits extending into 2017. His influence on the world of stunts, both as a performer and a teacher, will be remembered for generations. Bob Yerkes was a true pioneer, an artist of movement, and a mentor to many. His legacy will continue to inspire those who dream of defying gravity and pushing the limits of physical performance. Rest in peace, Bob. You made the impossible look effortless. John Lascelles, who passed away at the age of 95, was a distinguished actor whose career spanned decades in television and film. Born on November 6, 1928 in Williamstown, Vermont, Lascelles brought a refined presence to both the big and small screens. He became a familiar face to audiences through his many roles in classic television series, leaving a lasting impression with his versatility and talent. Lascelles began his television career in 1960, appearing in the anthology series Armstrong Circle Theater, before securing roles in Hong Kong and Alcoa Presents, One Step Beyond. He gained further recognition when he portrayed John Wilkes Booth in the Twilight Zone episode Back There, a role that showcased his ability to bring historical figures to life with compelling depth. His work on Perry Mason, where he appeared in 3 different episodes, also solidified his reputation as a skilled character actor. One of Lascelles' most memorable roles was as parapsychologist Dr. Peter Guthrie in the Gothic soap opera Dark Shadows. His portrayal of the insightful and determined doctor investigating the supernatural mysteries of Collinwood added an air of credibility to the eerie world of the series. Fans of classic television also remember him for his recurring roles as Dr. Robbins in Lassie and Benjamin Wedlock in Dan August. Beyond his work in television, Lascelles appeared in 5 films, demonstrating his ability to adapt seamlessly between the silver screen and episodic storytelling. He was a frequent guest star in popular shows of the 1960s and 70s, including Gunsmoke, Rawhide, The Fugitive, Adam 12, Mannix, and The Streets of San Francisco. His final television credit came from the beloved soap opera Falcon Crest, marking the end of a career that had entertained audiences for over 3 decades. With a commanding screen presence and an ability to breathe life into every character he played, Lascelles' contributions to television remain a cherished part of its history. His work continues to resonate with classic TV enthusiasts, reminding us of the golden era of storytelling he helped shape. John Lascelles' legacy will live on through the many performances he gifted to the world. His talent, dedication, and memorable roles will not be forgotten. Cissy Houston, who passed away at the age of 91, was a legendary soul and gospel singer whose influence on music spanned generations. Born Emily Drinkard on September 30, 1933, in Newark, New Jersey, she grew up in a musically gifted family that formed the foundation of her lifelong devotion to gospel music. From an early age, Houston's powerful voice set her apart, leading her to become a central figure in gospel and R&B. She began her musical journey as part of the Drinkard Singers, a family gospel group that gained national attention. In the 1960s, she co-founded the Sweet Inspirations, a backing vocal group that supported some of the biggest names in music, including Aretha Franklin and Elvis Presley. Their harmonies were integral to many classic hits, and Houston's distinct voice became a defining feature of soul music. As a solo artist, Houston made a name for herself with songs like I'll Be There and Think It Over, showcasing her ability to bridge gospel, R&B, and pop music. Her work earned her multiple Grammy Awards and cemented her reputation as one of the most respected voices in the industry. Beyond her own career, Houston was a devoted mentor and influence on her daughter, Whitney Houston, who went on to become one of the most celebrated singers of all time. She nurtured Whitney's talent from a young age, guiding her towards success while always emphasizing the importance of faith and family. Even as Whitney's star rose, Sissy remained a steadfast support, offering love and guidance through triumphs and struggles. Houston's legacy extends far beyond her own recordings. Her contributions to gospel and soul music influenced countless artists, and her voice was a key part of music history. Whether performing in church, backing legendary artists, or singing with her daughter, she always brought passion and authenticity to her music. Sissy Houston's impact on music and the lives of those who knew her is immeasurable. She was a devoted mother, a woman of deep faith, and a voice that resonated with power and grace. As she joins her beloved daughter and family members in rest, her influence will continue to be felt in the voices of those she inspired and in the music that will forever carry her spirit. She will be deeply missed, but her voice will live on. Nicholas Pryor, who passed away at the age of 89, was a gifted character actor whose career spanned nearly 7 decades in film, television, and theater. Born Nicholas David Probst in Baltimore, Maryland, Pryor pursued his passion for acting with dedication and grace, building a remarkable career filled with diverse roles. His talent for embodying complex and memorable characters made him a respected presence on screen and stage. Pryor's film career included a wide range of performances, from his early roles in The Happy Hooker and Smile, 1975, to his portrayal of a nervous college professor in The Gumball Rally. He left a lasting impression in films like Damien, Omen 2, 1978, Risky Business as Tom Cruise's on-screen father, and Less Than Zero, 1987, where he played Robert Downey Jr.'s estranged father. His versatility shone through in thrillers such as Pacific Heights, 1990, and Executive Decision, as well as action films like Collateral Damage, 2002. Beyond the big screen, Pryor found success in television, where he became a familiar face to audiences. His role as Chancellor A. Milton Arnold in Beverly Hills 90210 showcased his ability to bring authority and depth to his characters. He also played integral roles in soap operas, including Another World, The Edge of Night, and General Hospital, along with its spin-off Port Charles, where he portrayed Victor Collins. Pryor's career was marked by his ability to seamlessly transition between genres and mediums. Whether in primetime dramas, soap operas, or feature films, he brought sincerity and nuance to every role. He worked alongside Hollywood greats, yet remained humble, always grateful for the opportunity to do what he loved. His dedication to the craft of acting was evident in his own farewell message, which expressed gratitude for his nearly 70-year career. Off-screen, Pryor was a devoted husband to actress Christine Belford and a loving father and grandfather. His presence, both on-screen and in the lives of those closest to him, will be deeply missed. Nicholas Pryor leaves behind a legacy of exceptional performances and a life well lived in the service of storytelling. He will always be remembered for the depth and sincerity he brought to his work. Sherry Coben, who passed away at the age of 71, was a talented and influential television writer whose work left a lasting impact on comedy and storytelling. Born in September 1953, Coben grew up in Cherry Hill, New Jersey, where her love for storytelling began. She pursued her education at Swarthmore College and Cornell University, where she honed her skills in writing and creativity. Her passion for television and storytelling led her to a successful career in media, starting in the art department at KYW-TV before transitioning into television writing. Coben's breakthrough came when she created Kate and Allie, a beloved sitcom that ran from 1984 to 1989. The series, which followed 2 divorced women raising their children together in New York City, was groundbreaking for its portrayal of friendship, independence, and modern family dynamics. The show's humor and heart made it a hit with audiences, and it remains a cherished part of television history. Coben's ability to craft relatable characters and sharp, witty dialogue set her apart in the industry. Her contributions to television extended beyond Kate and Allie. She was an Emmy Award-winning writer, earning recognition for her work on Hot Hero Sandwich, a 1979 to 1980 children's show that tackled important social issues in an engaging and thoughtful way. She also wrote for Ryan's Hope and later created Little Women, Big Cars, a web series that continued her tradition of writing engaging, character-driven stories. Coben's personal life often inspired her work. Her marriage to film editor Pat McMahon led her to write Love Long Distance, a pilot based on their long-distance relationship. Though the show was not picked up, it showcased her ability to draw from personal experiences to create heartfelt and authentic narratives. Throughout her career, Coben championed strong female characters and explored themes of friendship, love, and resilience with humor and depth. She was not only a gifted writer but also a mentor and inspiration to many in the industry. Coben passed away at her home in New Milford, New Jersey, after a battle with cancer. She leaves behind a legacy of storytelling that touched the hearts of many, and her work will continue to be remembered and celebrated by audiences and fellow writers alike. Her voice in television brought warmth, humor, and authenticity, and her impact on the industry will not be forgotten. Breaking news. News 1. The new documentary Remembering Gene Wilder offers an intimate look at the legendary actor's life, with filmmaker Mel Brooks reflecting on their decades-long friendship and unforgettable collaborations. The film explores Wilder's work on Young Frankenstein, The Producers, and Blazing Saddles, as well as his final years battling Alzheimer's disease. Brooks shares deeply personal memories, recalling how he struggled to come to terms with Wilder's diagnosis in 2010. "I called him a lot thinking, maybe if I gave him enough references I could get him out of it," Brooks admits. "Insanity on my part. It was so sad, it made me cry a lot." The documentary also features touching insights from Wilder's wife, Karen Boyer. She reveals that Wilder never fully accepted his condition, saying, "By the time we found out, his hippocampus didn't let him remember." Wilder's passing in 2016 was a devastating loss for Brooks, who describes being inconsolable for weeks. Despite the pain, Brooks finds comfort in the laughter they shared. "I could make him laugh until he'd hit the ground rolling. That's the real payment in being a comic, and boy, he paid." The documentary serves as a heartfelt tribute to Wilder's legacy, reminding fans of the joy and brilliance he brought to the screen. News 2. Whoopi Goldberg recently opened up about her struggle with endometriosis on The View, shining a light on the often misunderstood condition affecting millions of women. During a conversation with Hillary Clinton, who was promoting her documentary Below the Belt, Goldberg highlighted the long and frustrating journey many women face before receiving a proper diagnosis. At 68, Goldberg expressed her concern over how women's health issues are frequently dismissed. "It drives me berserk that we are still constantly having to beg for health care," she said, pointing out gaps in the healthcare system. She shared how her symptoms were initially misdiagnosed as a urinary tract infection before she finally learned she had endometriosis. Her experience mirrors that of many women. As studies show, it can take anywhere from 6 to 10 years to receive an accurate diagnosis. Goldberg emphasized the urgent need for better education and awareness about women's reproductive health within the medical community. By speaking out, she joins other high-profile advocates like Bindi Irwin and Lena Dunham, who have also shared their battles with the condition. Her powerful message encourages more open conversations and pushes for improved healthcare for those affected, helping to break the silence surrounding endometriosis.